Alright guys, this is a quick live for all the new members in our group. I am making this because, quite honestly, I have a bit of an emergency with a fellow creator. And so we are aiming for correcting that right now. We're going to help her out. So I'm going to talk to everyone about instant manifestation, how it is possible, how you are actually manifesting instantly all the time. And so as a result, you need to become aware of how it is done, what it is that you are seeing, and in that way you're able to capture this quickly, because the truth is we instantly manifest everything, and it is our resistance to change that doesn't allow us to see it instant. And as I said, I currently have an emergency right now. I have a friend whose mother is in need of healing instantly. So we're going to talk about instant manifestation right now to give her a hand. All right. So if you go through the pages in our group, you will discover that I have showed you guys how to instantly manifest using a ritual with your hands to collapse time. If you have not seen this video, please look for it. Another way to instantly manifest is using your mirror to talk. So you have conversations with yourself and understand that in that moment you are instantly changing things. So you must speak into your mirror with conviction. And as a result, you will change what you're seeing instantly. But you must talk to your mirror as if you are talking to the entire universe, as if God is giving an order, because it is. All right. The other instant manifestation technique can be done with water, and you decide whether you want 2 cups of water, 1 cup of water. The other manifestation technique that is instant is sleep learning. Now, the reason I'm emphasizing these right now is because, like I said, I have a friend in need, and we need her to have instant manifestations for her mother to be healed. Okay. So this is an emergency call for everybody to please become aware of instant manifestations. All right. So there are many methods you can use. I just named a few, all of which you can find. The more complicated of all of those instant manifestations is possessing bodies and creating images and entering them. This is the easiest thing to do for all magenta colored auras, not necessarily an easy thing for everybody else. So that's why I'm not using that method right now to discuss. All right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 methods that you guys can use. Now, all of those methods don't matter because they all work. What matters is how quickly you notice the change. That's what matters, nothing else. All right, so what we're looking for in this moment is really simple. When you are doing instant manifestations, the only thing that holds you back is the idea that you have not seen it. Otherwise, you kick yourself back out. Instant manifestations happen instantly. All right. You can change your state instantly because your state is what's being reflected. But becoming present and aware to that is the only thing that helps you see it faster. Okay. And by faster, I mean faster. Right now, we are on a time crunch to save someone's life. So become aware. The way that your mind makes images is very simple. Your mind makes images using the current existing train tracks so that you're not shocked. The truth is, if I really wanted to, and we all can, and I say I as in universally I, we can all instantly transport from one location to another. Okay? It is our resistance to that that stops us from having this happen. All right, so if you're clear on that, so then what's built in so that you don't shock your system is a system in which one tiny little thing changes and is out of the place. That lets you know that you have moved in mind to a new location where your result is already manifested. So if that is the case, and that is what we're doing, then please become aware. So the biggest thing you can do to become aware of your instant manifestations, because they do happen instantly, I'm telling you, God answers immediately. all right, is to become aware of what's new and out of place. That is the most important thing in the world. Become aware of what's new and out of place. I don't care if it is a hummingbird, if it is a quarter or a nickel you find on the ground, whatever it is that you're facing right now that is new and out of place, this is what you must become aware of. All right? This is what keeps you from kicking yourself out of a newly manifested state. Okay. Now, secondly, you must use your energy, childlike fascination, to hold this state, and childlike fascination to make a big deal out of something tiny. The reason you are doing this, and it's very important to do this, is because you want to trick your mind into working for you, not against you. You all have instant manifestations available to you at all times. Your resistance to change is what causes the instant to not appear instantly. And what is happening is your conditioned state is what is predominant. So what you are looking for is the tiny little nuances that are out of place so that you can celebrate them in a big way, acknowledge their existence, and then declare that you are going towards your desired state. In this way, you are declaring your movement, you are proving what you need done, and it happens all in the same breath because you're able to take note of it. If you are able to convince yourself that the tiny little things are a big deal, here's the added bonus. This is the most important part, okay? If you are able to convince yourself of this, what's going to happen is very simple. What you are going to do in that moment is make the big things little things. Your brain doesn't know the difference, and you just made a big deal out of little things. So when you make the big things little things, they sneak in past you, but you're going to notice them because you have trained your mind to look for what's out of place. This is highly, highly important to you, because the more you can convince yourself of this, and the more you tell yourself and you use the 3D evidence surrounding you to convince yourself of these things, you will notice how quickly things change. I hope you're with me on this, all right? So right now, I want you guys to become aware of this, because it is the only thing that is stopping you from acknowledging your state. Because what happens is you go yo-yo back and forth between your newly acquired state, that is something you worked for towards manifesting, and you worked really hard, and your doubtful state. And remember, it is a 49 to 51% differential, meaning that that's the only thing you need to tip the scales, okay? God's energy is kind of like a Libra. A Libra is managing what is available to you. So as a result, the scales tip, the universal scales tip, and you're either going to have your desire or not, but it is dependent on you. So you're noticing what little things are out of place. It is very, very key. The more you declare this, the more you enter them, the more you can use the energy. Remember, again and always, all is mental. You are simply moving in mind towards your desired state. You are becoming aware of what's new and out of place because you've instantly changed things. And as you declare these things into the moment, you have the ability to change. Now, the reason I'm asking for this plea, and the reason that I'm sharing this knowledge with everyone, and I really want it to be made a big deal, is because someone's mother is at stake now. And so if we, the light force within the entire universe, take a moment to consider what it would be like to lose your mother right now. We've all been through it. Some of us have not. And some of us couldn't even imagine this right now. And so in this case, then we need to pull together for one of our fellow angels who is currently in need. So I want you guys to become super, super, super hyper aware of the fact that you are doing instant manifestations. This will help her. Everyone is a guest in our collective construct. If you can help anyone at any time, you are changing the destiny of every single human being on earth. So it is important to become aware of the whole design. The reason that I love my life is because I can recognize myself everywhere, inside every human being. And I enjoy this aspect of myself. I'm never alone. The whole universe is at my disposal. And I share this because I'm not special. This is true of every human being on earth. But if they don't know that, then they're not aware, then they can't see it manifest. And I need everyone to see it manifest, because now, like I said, someone's life is at stake. All right, so be with me. Become aware. If you need to go look through those videos to find them, to collapse time and instantly change things, do it. All of the methods work. I don't care which one you use, but apply them. And then once you apply them, please become aware of what's new and out of place. Celebrate the little things as if they're huge, huge things. Like childlike excitement, you know, like a little kid in a candy store. You just saw a quarter on the ground. I need you to treat it like it's the lottery ticket that you just won. When you can do that, you will find ways. Everything is a biohack, you guys, but if you learn to trick your mind and convince yourself and self-hypnotize, then you can change things instantly. You are, in fact, the light of the world. Nothing exists without you. Nothing in your world exists without you. So as a result, you have to be able to acknowledge these things and understand your power. When you understand your power, you are invincible. And so I want everybody right now who is longing for their SP, who is in the hospital, who is sick, anyone, someone who is really wanting their partner to change. I don't care what it is, anything instantly, right? If that's the case, then this is the time right now to pay attention to what's new and out of place and celebrate it. Okay? Use any of these methods. I don't care which one, they all work. They all work. Your state is what is animating the force outside. I cannot stress this enough. Your thoughts are things. Your thought is the invisible force that is upholding every single body you see. The hardest thing about me is the fact that I understand that so well that I lack nothing. Okay? And so as a result, I'm usually not in need of anything, and I have trouble letting people in because my world is so self-sufficient. And this is a good place to exist, and I want everybody to exist here, because then you're never in situations that you don't want to be in. You're happy, and everything you desire is yours. So, please, become aware of the little changes. Understand that your brain is like a railroad track, okay? It lays the tracks automatically. These things are happening with or without you. If you would like to speed up the process, there's one more hack I'm going to give you. That is, put on some weights, use some resistance, and while during this, at least, 20 minutes to a half an hour, that is your time to think about your concept that you're trying to address and become that instead. That's when you want to do it. No other time. Okay? What this does is it creates the train track automatically, super fast, and within 21 days or less, whatever you desire is yours. So, or less. So there's no excuse for anyone in this group not to be using instant manifestation techniques. None. Zero. If you watch these videos, if you're a part of this community, if you are watching what I say, whenever I can hop on, then any of these methods work. And your sole job after that, for you to stay in the expectant state, is to notice what's out of place. That's the biggest biohack I can give you. Notice what's out of place and treat it like it's a big, big deal. Because it is. It absolutely is. All right, you guys. I'm hoping that this sits with you. This is literally an emergency live, as we're up against the clock. All right. If anyone would like to help us out, it's a very simple thing. Just simply light a candle in her name, in your mother's name, because this represents everybody's mother. And if you can help me visualize the health that she has, will help our family out. because this could be any one of you. And right now she's doubting, so we're going to have to be her strength. We're the vortex. You know, if you've ever paid attention to Abraham Hicks, if you've ever listened to what Abraham Hicks is saying, okay, Abraham Hicks says one thing: the vortex goes before you. We are that vortex inside of her. Whether you guys realize that or not, all bodies are illusions. We are one whole light. So we are the vortex inside of her. If we're going to help her out, then this would be a great idea. Light a candle in her name. I'll take over the rest. Witches know how to do this kind of thing, so I'll be fine. You don't have to help. But if you're going to help, do so in the name of her perfect health. Do so in the name of our instant recovery. Do so because you know God's health is perfect and makes no mistakes. And the only thing we do is exit out on purpose when we're ready. If she's ready, we're going to honor that. But otherwise, we're going to help her find her way back into her body and help her regenerate and heal. All right. All right, you guys. Sorry for the emergency live. Sorry for interrupting. But whether you're participating in this or not, just know that instant manifestations are very real. And the quicker you acknowledge them in your world, the quicker you can have whatever you want. So there's no time like the present to practice these things and put them into practice. All right, you guys, put them into practice, please. No knowledge is any good without application. All right, I can read every single book on calculus, physics, and everything else, but until I can build a bridge because I applied the math that I used, I know shit. I know zero zilch. I know hearsay. And we don't come to this earth otherwise, okay, except to experience the things and to master our vibration of self. That is the only reason we are here. We came to participate. We did not come here to learn and not apply. We did not come here to acquire all this knowledge and not use it in our everyday lives. So, please apply. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. And yes, Suki, thank you guys. It is done and it is wonderful. Thank you guys. Love you. Thank you for hearing my plea.